bridge. The Cullum Club was actually where Duke Ellington got his big breakthrough. He was probably the most famous composer in jazz. It was sort of like an elite kind of club even back then. Yeah.
That was they came into dance. They came into dance. It was entertainment. Yeah.
Don't forget,
it's like pop music. All right. Do you know where the original Cotton Club was? 42nd and Lennox. 142nd and Lennox. The original one was. Yeah.
Can we just look in?
Oh. He's gone. This is the Apollo Theatre.
Oh, I can see it in the distance. Yeah, the yellow sign.
Ella went there to do a dance audition.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but when she went on stage, she got stage fright. She forgot all her dance movements, and so she was standing in front of this full house doing this audition. And she forgot the dance passes, and so the only thing she could do was opening her mouth and sing a song.
So she sang like a goddess instead?
Yes, and she won the contest, and that was the beginning of her career.
Pearly teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white.
Actually, I tend to learn songs from Ella because she's the quintessential jazz singer, really.
Okay, here is Minton's.
That's Minton's there.
It's Playhouse. There you go. Look.
Yeah. Hey, no way. Oh, I still got the sign up.
Minton's Playhouse.
Where there's a famous picture of Monk standing outside.
Minton's, yeah. What I always liked about Monk is that when I was listening to him and I was just starting out on the piano, what he was playing was a bit more kind of tangible and a bit more attainable for me rather than putting on Art Tatum and trying to copy what he was doing.
Right. It was mainly known as an after-hours joint for musicians to hang out and play the music they wanted to do. And they would do all these experiments, shifting the rhythms and the extension of the chords, playing around with that.
I'm going to stand here right now and reinvent jazz.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Go on, then. Go.
I've done it.
Feel it. I can feel it.
No cares for me. I'm happy as I can be. I learned to love and to live. Devil may care. No cares and woes. Whatever comes later goes. That's how I'll take and I'll give. Devil may care.
The Oak Room is probably the most important cabaret in New York. It's notable for two kinds of music, classic cabaret and young jazz artists. It's a rite of passage for young jazz artists who also sing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Oak Room is proud to present Jamie Cullum.
It's taken me a couple of nights to understand the room and know what I can get away with. And in the end, I realised I can get away with anything. I've just got to do it and just be myself, really.
Oh, OK, we have a birthday in the house. It's Margaret's birthday today. Let's give Margaret a round of applause. Well, in that case, for Harry Connick and Margaret, this next tune. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found there's somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, or even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss. They wouldn't do for nobody else. Gave me a thrill with all your faults. I love you still. It had to be you, a wonderful you. It had to be you. It had to be you. You practice that all day. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found there's somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, or even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you.
We'll find out. First New York Times review.
No, it's not in there.
Oh, here we are, here we are. Hardly aged in the Oak Room. Apparently I'm a natural showman with the confidence of a bantam rooster. Waking up the neighbourhood with his crowing.
I thought you were the Beckham of jazz.
I'm the rooster of jazz now. Here we go, rhythmically charged backup of drums and bass. Fantastic.
When I listen to him, I forget he's British, because he just so beautifully adapts to the venue and brings to us something fresh and new. And I think that's what the critics are finding. They're just critics who are really very staid in their views and very, very conservative in their views. They're overlooking his forays into a rock or pop songs, and they're just watching him perform, and they're really quite astonished, and they accept everything else he offers in order to, and because they appreciate the entirety of the performance.
Don't you know that you never can win? Use your mentality. Wake up to reality. Each time that I do, just the thought of you makes me stop. Before I begin, and I've got you. Cause I love you. Cause I love you. Cause I need you.
Hi, I'm Dawn Walkie. Nice to meet you. You were fabulous tonight. Outstanding.
Let's do a photo.
Oh, that'd be great.
Jamie Cullum, and so many of them, and it's not even their doing. It's usually managers or agents or other parties. They just rush them too much, and I think that can have an effect. It may not be immediate, but I think it could become cumulative. I would simply tell them just to pace themselves and make sure that each step is a considered step. Each advancement have a reason